Welcome to Treasure Hunting with the Godfather. And we have another one of my favorite types of videos, eBay or ScamBay. Picked up a bunch of penny rolls here, all supposedly unsearched Wheaties. And I just find it amazing, how we can have nice, quote, tight penny rolls. And somehow we get mercury dimes in the ends of it. Or we make sure we have a steel cent showing. Or we have nice BU and wow, it doesn't feel like it's nice and tight. In fact, this one here looks really soft and pliable here. So let's do a quick comparison. Yeah, you can tell that it's about the same height, from my bank rolled penny here. But it's definitely not as tight, so there's been some funny stuff there. Let's check with... Yeah, it looks like they're trying to make it look like it's real nice and tight. So let's check out these bankrolled ones here. They do feel nice and tight. It's amazing how we got nice shiny wheat cents on the end of penny rolls. They're supposed to be unopened and full of Wheaties. Very interesting. So let me get organized here and I'll bring it back in. You know what, I decided we're going to have some fun with these pennies before we start off. And, well, the first thing here, I want you to take a look at something here. The one on the left was listed as brilliant uncirculated, just like the one on the right. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the one on the left has been cleaned just by looking at it. The one on the right, see all that nice shiny luster? The one on the left is really dull in appearance. Now the other thing I've noticed, we have a good old barber dime here. So I'm just wondering, what type of makeup we have in these rolls. And if we take a look at just the copper penny, we know it's 3.11 grams. So if we had all copper pennies, like say this one here, supposedly all copper, we should have a weight of 155. That's pretty good. So this is almost all copper pennies, 155.6. This one's got a little bit of wear to it. $155. So these are almost all pure copper pennies. So let's see here. This one's got the mercury. Here we go. This one's got a nice shiny wheat. Another wheat. 155.2. So this is probably all pennies. And let's see here. Okay, those two are the mercuries. That's the barber. Yeah, let's see here. We got our Indian head here. Seen better days. Let's see what we weigh in at. 155.28, so not too bad. So we have a steel cent here. And the steel cent was about 2.7 grams. So let's see how much we weigh here. Not too bad, 154. So it looks like it's all copper. And let's go with this mercury dime roll first. Well, pretty close, 154.4. Ooh, a heavy one at 155. So there's got to be more than just pennies and dime there. And with the barber, we have a 152. So this will be our first one that we take a look at. And we'll do that on screen right here. And the rest I'll just open up and bring you in with the results. And as I'm opening it, you can tell it's really not that tightly wrapped up here. I mean, if you can do that without any help. So, and of course we have our 1905 barber. And it looks like all of these have been cleaned. Yep. So we got 43. But yeah, all of these, it's a shame they've cleaned all of them. You know, they just don't look like the normal toning. You know, we got a 52. This could be, but when we take a look at this one here, come on camera, focus, you can see that there's still gunk around everything. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. 36. Ew, look at that one. So, you know, how they can clean these coins and then say that, oh, they're unsearched. It's like, come on, people. Quit lying. Okay, this one looks like it's almost a fake coin. It looks so good. Let's see, are we going to have a mid-50s or earlier? Okay, I have real issues with this one for being a 30. I'm going to have to put this under the scope. I'm really hard to believe this one has not been cleaned. Well, let me take a look at what we got here, and I'll bring you back in. Well, I did find, you know, a 1930 here that doesn't look too bad for Denver. It's right at the 3.0 grams, so it doesn't look like it's been cleaned. So this one could be, you know, a good find in the roll. So we'll put this off with the barber. But when you have something this slick, that's that shiny, from 1911, you can't tell me this has not been cleaned. You know, it just appalls me that someone would say that these are unsearched, and yet I can see that they've all been cleaned. Well, let's take a look at our mercury ender here. That end doesn't look too bad, so, and okay, now there we go. That looks much better in terms of coin colorization for copper. Yeah, that looks much better. Let me go take a look through them. Yeah. 1939 looks pretty good. Well, yeah, and when I bought these rolls, I just bought them for what was on the end, what was on the inside. But let's see here. This one looks like it's been cleaned. Shall we guess the date? It's a 45 out of San Francisco. Don't know about that one. It looks like this one's got coating of something on it from 1947. Let me go through these and I'll see if we got any interesting. Now this is a nice tone 56. That is what I would expect. You know, that's a nice looking coin out of this roll. Well, let me go through the rest of this roll and I'll give you a good summary of it. Well, that roll had a 1935. That looks pretty good. But if you take a good look up there on the R and the U, you can actually see that there is still dirt, even like right over here by the T. So this has been another one that's been cleaned. But, you know, doesn't look too bad. I might see if that updates my book. So right now, we've only got 3 finds. The oldest one in that roll was a 1916. And this one, you know, I'll say it could have been cleaned, because normally they're a little bit darker. Got another nice, lightly quote packed roll here, with the steely on the end. Don't know on the other end. And what type of coloring do we got? Coloring looks pretty good. So I'll go through this stack, see what we see. As you can see from the last one, we've pretty much had just 44s and 50s. And the 43 doesn't look too bad if the camera will focus. There we go. I'll see if this updates what I have or not. So let me go through these and I'll bring you back shortly. Well, another roll of just 40s and 50s. We did have one 1918, and that's what a coin that's 100 plus years old should look like. Not a yellow coin that's been completely rubbed down. And then take a look at this one here. This is another one, 1950s, but looking, you know, what you got to do is you got to take a look at the letters up here. Let's see, come on, there we go. We can focus a little better. There we go. You can still see, you know, some of the dirt around the R and the U. And when they clean them, those are the key signs that you can take a look at. So let's take a look at this nice shiny ender, and then what's on this other side? It looks like it's a 1940 something. As we open it. And I bet you it's going to be maybe a 58. So let's get these others out before we open it up or flip it over. And the reveal. What do you think it is? It's awful nice. Hey, I called it. It's a 1958D. That will probably update my book. And now this is what a 1928 coin should look like. Coin from the 20s. Nice brown toning. But I bet you I'm going to get another large stack of 40s and 50s here. So let me sort them and I'll bring you right back in. Well, just as expected, nothing much out of that roll. We did find, you know, a somewhat decent looking 56 out of Denver. You know, this one hasn't been clean. Looks really nice. I'll see if that's a keeper. We did find a nice slicked 1918. A really chewed up 1920. I think this has been buried for a couple thousand years by the looks of it. Really nice and slick. And 1938. Well, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to do the last 5 on a second eBay or eScam type video. Until then, everyone stay safe, subscribe, give me that thumbs up for a like, and don't forget to share it. Until then, stay safe, everybody.